Coach, what's been your main message to your team the last couple days?
It really has been focused on the details of our game and our tendencies. Again, we've talked about that from the beginning of training camp, the way we're playing, but the details really matter in everything that we're doing.
Well, you've talked about figuring out different rotations, and a lot of that is based on the flow of the game. But would you like to eventually settle on some sort of set rotation?
Oh, I think every coach in the NBA would love to be on a set rotation. You look at every team around the league, and everybody's trying to sprinkle in different guys, what works with your starters, when you take a guy out, the timing of it, all of those things are in play. You would love to have that.
How long can that process take?
I don't know if there's a time frame on it. I think as guys continue to get in shape, guys work on with the certain rotations at certain time, the different chemistries that can work together. I think that's going to be a piece. And right now, it's a very small sample size. So I think as we move forward in the season, in the next month or so, you'd like to be able to see something that's is more solid.
4 games, as you mentioned, is a small sample size, but what would you say is the thing you liked most about your team so far, and what do you feel you've struggled with the most?
I really do like us getting out in transition, being able to push the pace. I would like that we would clean up our turnovers, and a lot of those are actually happening in the half court. So those details of taking care of the basketball, making our free throws, and then also finishing possessions out with the rebound. I think that those are key things that we need to continue to focus on.
What needs to happen for Tyus to find some flow on offense, maybe?
Well, it's like the question you just asked about the rhythm of rotations. I think sometimes when a guy comes in and it's the team being new, trying to fit in the right way, seeing what it looks like with different rotation, different guys. He's gone from starting in the preseason to coming off the bench. And so now finding that rhythm and that flow with that group, I think that's a big portion of it. And as the games go on, you'll see him find that rhythm with that group and the guys that he's out there with.
Coach, through the first 4 games, it seems like teams are kind of packing the paint on Cade. He's seen a handful of different coverages. How have you seen the evolution of the defensive schemes on him kind of progress over the last couple of years?
Well, he's so talented, and you have Duren, who's just an amazing lob threat, adding the shooting, with Robinson as well. Like, they find ways. You have to keep him in front of you because he's such a fantastic playmaker, for others, and his ability to score. So trying to keep him off the rim but not giving up the easy 3, just having him play in that tough 2 area is what most teams are trying to do.
We've seen players come back from injury off the bench with their minutes. Was that any consideration with Jalen to come off the bench, or why did you want to start him even though he can only play 3 or 4 minutes at a time to start right now?
Because at some point, he's going to stay in that starting lineup. So early is better than trying to figure it out later. You take some bumps and bruises early on, but I think in the long run, as we've talked about with him as just staying healthy, it's better in the long run to do it now and then try to worry about it in December.
Desmond's obviously known for his three-point shooting, but it seems like his ability to attack the basket and get downhill has been his main strength so far. How has that impressed you so far?
Well, teams are playing him, just like the question about Cade. The teams are playing him a certain way because they've seen him and they know exactly what he's capable of doing. Guys are up on the pick and roll more, and he's taking what the game is giving him. They're running him off the three-point line in a lot of ways, so his ability to turn the corner, get downhill, and create for others is exactly what we need him to do and what he's done, for his career.
Do you want him to shoot more threes, though? Like, if he can, do you want Desmond to get more attempts up from distance?
Yeah, just to that point, it goes on how teams are playing him. And so teams are top locking him, sending him inside the three-point line, forcing him, and that's what good teams do. They put you inside the line so they don't allow you to go to your strengths. And the great part about Desmond is that he has a high efficiency in the pick and roll. So now him handling the basketball, making plays for others is something that we like for him to do. When we can get him open for great looks, absolutely, we want him shooting more shots. But, teams are good in this league, and they're trying to find him and to make sure that they get him inside that three-point line, which is, I do the exact same thing if we were playing him.
Coach, what are some keys to attacking a team like Detroit with rim protectors like Duren and Stewart?
You got to move the ball side to side. It can't stick on one side where they do a great job of loading up. Those guys come to protect the rim at all cost, and they do a great job of it. So our ability to move the defense, shift the defense, get them up on the floor a little bit more, but continuing to trust the pass, making the quick and early and easy decision.
Do you just want more passes? Do you just want the team to pass the ball more? in general?
The right pass, the open man gets the ball. I think that's the way it needs to happen. And you don't want to move it for just the sake of moving it. You want to attack them, get them playing out of rotations, and we want to have teams playing off of closeouts. You know, that's where our guys are allowed to get downhill, and then when they do collapse, making the spray out.
What's it like going head-to-head against one of your good friends tonight?
It's been so many years. I think at the end of the day, we talk about it all summer. We talk about it throughout the year. It's fun. You know, we have so much respect for each other and love for one another that, you know how good of a coach he is. You know how good of a father, husband, friend he is, and all those things are. You see it, you know, when you're not between those lines. When the lines, you know, when we step between those lines and the whistle blows, we're going at it, and we're trying to both, you know, get our teams to come out with a W.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you all. Appreciate it.